It's my pleasure now to introduce our class salutatorian, Erin Elizabeth Fleck.
Thank you all for spending this time with us to honor the Morristown High School class of 2018. To the parents, siblings, extended family members, teachers, administrators, distinguished guests, and anyone else who may have made their way in here tonight, welcome, and thank you for supporting us in our great achievement. Wow, how much things have changed in just 4 short years. Even if somehow you miraculously evaded any huge dramatic shifts in your life, if you look back to our freshman year, things were pretty different. In 2014, we used to dump buckets of ice water on our heads, use hashtags and say "bae" unironically, and put white borders around all of our Instagram pictures. Looking back on just a few of the trends in that year might be a rather cringeworthy experience for some. Our trends have obviously changed, as they always do, and as they always will. But while trends and pop culture are quite fickle and seemingly random, who we are is not such a capricious quality. It is slowly that we grow, change, and develop. Though fads may come and go overnight, if you look at yourself yesterday, or the day before that, or the day before that, you probably seem the same. But looking back 4 years, it's hard to believe who we once were. Maybe you've discovered a part of yourself that was once hidden from you and the world. Or maybe you learned a hard truth that hurt, but ultimately made you stronger. Maybe you've lost a friend, and maybe you gained some new ones. Maybe you barely recognized who you first were when you entered high school. Now, we are so lucky to go to such a socially and culturally diverse school that I am positive I cannot speak for everyone here tonight. However, I am almost certain that every single one of you has been changed by Morristown High School. We were once a fragmented and bewildered group of freshmen who gawked at the leadership and self-assurance of the then seniors. Now, we have taken on that very same role. We have truly transformed into a strong group of dreamers, believers, and above all, leaders. I have seen you all speak your mind when you disagree with something unjust. I have even marched beside so many of you fighting for our right to feel safe at school. With all of the political and social turmoil that has marked our high school years, it is clear that change is coming. And we, the young adults and future leaders of America, must take on this daunting task. Armed with the skills of leadership, determination, and hard work that we have learned at MHS, we can rise to the occasion and fight for what we believe in. For us, no challenge is insurmountable. Now, humans are often afraid of change. We still get butterflies in our stomach when met with some new and unfamiliar challenge. We walked into the high school 4 years ago, riddled with nerves and unsure of who we were or what we were doing. Now, we leave the school in a rather similar manner. I'm sure many of you have butterflies about starting on the next path of your life. I know I do. However, despite all of our fears and all of our anxieties, the world will continue to change. If we attempt to hide from this change, we will be hiding from the world itself. Thus, we must learn to face it head on. As we start this next chapter of our lives, I beseech you all not to only embrace change, but to be its advocates. Change in society and in politics, but most importantly, change in ourselves. May we always be ready for the next challenge and for the future, while still remembering our past and our time here at Morristown. I hope that none of us forget what we have learned in these past 4 years. And no, I don't mean what we learned in chemistry, which inevitably will fade from most of our minds in time. Sorry, Mr. Vilhauer. What we learned about ourselves and about the world. Whether it was your newfound passion for the arts, which allowed you to see the importance of cultural preservation, or your budding love for a certain philosopher who enabled you to understand the absurdity of the world, we will all carry these lessons with us long after tonight. Finally, I just want to say congratulations to all of you, and I cannot wait to see what we, the Morristown High School class of 2018, will accomplish. Thank you.
Morristown.